Madhead? Alright, let's do this. Welcome, game developers, to Madhead, to Doug Teaches Ue5. Yes. Okay, so we are going to tell this AI to move to specific points. Where these specific points will be, we can literally just set it up as we go along. So essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab 4 target points. And then I'll grab that, then control duplicate, and control duplicate. Okay, now what? Now what we can do is we're gonna modify. We can put in 4 more vector points if we wanted to. We're not gonna do that. Let's do that because it's simpler. Like, we'll refine this as we go. And we're going to need to add an integer. Because it's going to ask, hey, which behavior are we going to follow? So, under new key, we'll grab 4 vectors. One, I'll say lock 1. And then another vector, lock 2. Another vector, lock 3. And another vector, lock 4. Now we'll need an integer. Which behavior? Because now we're going to actually have to deal with. I'm just going to. Can I move this up? I thought I can. Oh well. And we're also going to be dealing with a selector. Okay. So what we can do now is we go into our. Where's our behavior tree? I'm going to click on the behavior tree. I'm going to go on here. Click on new task. Well, I mean, I could just get another click on that, but well, why? If you don't see BTT task blueprint base, right, and you want to add one, you just don't know where, right click in the content browser, go to blueprint class, and just type in BTT. And we will get blueprint task base. And we're just going to say move to vector. Oh, wait. How will we set them? Here's the beauty part, right? See, the thing is, we can, like, what I'm going to do is essentially make 4 vector values, and, what was I gonna say? 4 vector values, and then move to all of them, and we can make them public, as well as. Here's what I mean. Not Control B, Control E to open the edits. So here, what we can do is we can actually add 4 vectors, and let's say vec1. And then set them equal to that key value. Where? An event begin play. Yeah. So 2, 3, and 4. Let's make them all public. And then vec2. I'm gonna highlight them, hit F2, vec3. And vec4. So now, since they're going to be moving between them, this is kind of like, setting up whatchamacallit. God, what the hell are they called? Like stealth AI, when you have like ponderous movements and you want to like, and they're just like, I discovered you, and then it just goes back to patrol points. Oh, okay, yeah, this is literally patrol points right here. So now what we can do is we can go
this will be the start, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go to location, I'm gonna right click in this area, and then hit copy. And here, under Vec1,
Hey, hey! You didn't click on John Doe.
no I didn't, I can paste it in, and then do the same thing. Copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste.
Is this really the most efficient way?
No, we're gonna, like I said, we'll refine this by actually having actors to move between them, and then yeah, copy, and we'll literally set this up in the actor bit. Wait, back 1, 2, 3, yeah. It's like, wait, something's wrong.
What are you talking
I
about?
don't know. It's just me being stupid. Alright. Copy. And now we paste. Paste. Okay. And now we go into our Joan Dude. Basically set this up. We're gonna have to get all these and set them as key values.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Best way to do that. I mean, you could do one after the other. I'm just gonna use a sequence.
Okay.
Sequences S's and hold down S's and 7. Yeah,
I think you explained that last time.
I know. Get blackboard. So now we drag this out. Set value as vector. And now we make the literal name. And just be on the safe side because I want to say that. It's lock 1 through 4. Okay. Lock 1. And the vector is going to go that. Get up. And let me duplicate this 3 more times. And then get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that.
And replace it with lock 2, 3, 4, respectively.
Mm-hmm. Lock 2. Lock 3. And finally, lock 4.
When the hell are we going to have to talk to the NPC?
Well, because I didn't want to do... First, let me do that attempt. Burp again. I wanted, like, soon-ish, but, like, this is turning into, hey, different AI types, so... Might as well just show them how to use a behavior tree. Like, with different behaviors.
So what's your third behavior going to be?
Following the player, and that's going to be, like, nothing. Lock 1, 2, 3, 4, they're all set. So, where is the new blueprint base? BTT random path. Oh. Let me rename this BTT move to vector. Move to vector. So now what we can do is execute AI. Receive execute AI. And then just simple move to location or actor, and then controller is going to be owner controller. And now what we can do is we get the controlled pawn, get the blackboard, and get value as vector.
Why are you spacing out?
Because I'm debating whether or not I want to make 4 tasks or just put them all into one. Make literal name lock 1. Wow, I am completely stupid.
Why?
We don't necessarily need this. Oh my god, I am stupid. Well, we don't need this.
Why?
Because we have the move to. Oh, right, the move to. Yeah, we have the literal move to. So let's get rid of you because we need to now have a selector. And now we have to plug this into you, and then move this out, and then have another sequence. And then we could just say move to, and this will be lock 1, and we can have a random wait. Self out here, lock 1, wait, hey, wait. Let's say between 1 second with 0.5 second variation. And then we just do this over and over again. Move to, lock 2. No, not. Lock 2. I think I can control the. Yeah, I can't do duplicate. Move to lock 3. Wait. And finally, move to lock 4. Lock 4, and then we'll wait. This one will just say 2 second differential variation. Alright, so let's move this up. So we can have some form of, nicety or something like that. It doesn't look so blah. So, now what we need to do is we need to find a way to basically say, okay, I need to do this versus this. How does it differentiate? And what a selector does is it selects which of the condition, which task to go to if certain conditions are met. So that said, as it stands, it will just execute these two as best it can. So we don't want that. We want it to only execute one or the other. So here's where the which behavior thing comes into play. Because now all I have to do is go to my sequence, right click on it, and we see add decorator. We can literally get this blackboard. And in this blackboard, we want to get the observer assets. It's best to basically set it to self so that way it knows how to abort itself. But instead of, so it's going to be looking for a blackboard key. And this blackboard key currently is just self actor, which is something we don't want. So we want to click on this little drop down, go to which behavior, and we want to, I'm going to leave it as 0. If this is equal to, if which behavior is equal to 0, this will run. If this, however, is equal to 1, this will run. Let's give it self, and then not self actor. I mean, which behavior is set to 1, this will run. So now we have, so now the selector basically knows how to differentiate between these two. Whichever bits are equal, that's how it's going to run. So how do we set it equal to each other? Well, that's the thing. In our Joan dude, we can literally, we could, in all honesty, have a random number, but if you really want to create like a specific, like this AI has to do this at this specific time, so what you can do is we could make a new variable. This will call, I'll just call B type. B type being behavior type. I'm going to make this of type integer. Then I'm just going to set that to which behavior. Oh, okay, yeah. So I'm just going to compile this, make sure it's public, and then I am going to basically get this and set value as integer. The integer in question will be set to our behavior type, and then we just make a literal name. And the literal name we want is which behavior. So I'm going to go back into my blackboard. I'm going to grab this, copy it so that way there's no misspelling, and then paste it in to here. So I'll move this up to here, and then I'll build And now what we can do is in our Joan dude, if we look under the defaults, we see our B type, behavioral type. I'm just going to set this to 1. So by default, it should be set to 1. Now, if I were to simulate this, oh, look at that. Goes, waits, goes, waits, goes to the third point. I said that is a third point? Wait, what?
I think you set it to. Wait.
What? Huh? Lock 3, lock 4, so in here.
Oh, that happened.
Yeah. Okay. I have lock 4 twice, so let's fix that. There. So now let's do this. Goes to location 1, location 2, and location 3, and then location 4, and then it waits, goes back to location 1. Do it already. There we go. Now, in the next one, we're gonna have a thing that says, "Hey, let's follow the player around," and then we could say, "Okay, break out of this path. If you're patrolling, break out of this path, and then search for the player for a bit. If you see the player, then we have to do a range check, etc., etc."
You want to do that?
Yeah.
When the hell are we gonna do the dialogue bits?
I mean, eventually, this AI state tree, behavioral tree thing is turning into its own little thing, which is weird. I wasn't expecting that.
It'll happen in 2 weeks.
You know it. End it here, narrator.
And there you have it, game developers. Tune in 2 weeks for Doug Teaches Ue5. Yeah.